Hey, 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 this is your sacred scribe here, ready to do a trail of tears. Red nights allowed us to sleep well. As the sun rose and it became red, we were able to warm our hearts and look forward to laying down at night. As the red absorbed within our bodies and grounded us well, gave us a sense of security, of home, of Gaia, of our heart, and reminded us of who we are. As the sun sets, this red would appear again. I'm asking them what they called this red sun. A red torch, for it lit the way back to home, back to Gaia, back to our hearts. It gave us the fire we needed to keep going, to keep believing, to keep knowing. As all was lost within a lot of us. The white man always tried to kick us out of our slumber, wake us from our sleep, and shake us into hunting at night. Squirrels were the number one food item that they asked for. But there were few at night that were visible. So this became a challenge. And doing this below the red moon, the red sun, angered us. So some of us fought back. Some of us struck back. And it wasn't pretty. For this fire that the sun offered, that the moon offered, that pervaded the sky, was also held behind us as we walked to keep us walking faster and faster, and to feel the heat and burn of their laughter, of their words. The pain others would experience in their sleep from these burns. Were hard to handle. The voices were hard to handle. The whimpers. The cries that couldn't be helped. We did not have all supplies of medicine as the white man kept taking and taking and taking. So this was something that we searched for within the woods when we could. Aloe became the primary source for these burns. But this was few and far between. And if we did find Aloe, it was taken with us if it was seen. This did not diminish the pain as we had hoped it would. It helped, but did not diminish it fully. So boils began to emerge upon the skin. Some could not walk and were left behind. We were told to keep walking, to leave them. And we tread through the trail, thinking, knowing that they were behind us. Fire that they felt. This only fueled our fire. We knew to ground this. We knew to connect with our souls and our hearts. To move forward, to keep moving forward in the light. As we became hard, this helped soften us. Because there was a knowing that came with this fire. There was a releasing of the wolves within us. For we knew where we were going. We knew this was our destiny. And we learned to accept it. We did accept it. Through the sun, through the moon, through all of nature, and all of our hearts. Wow. Okay. Wow. That was unexpected. It's interesting that they knew that they were suffering for all of us to be awoke, to be awakened into a new world, to build the new world. As their tears needed to be embedded within the earth, and this was from previous messages, in order for balance to happen, in order for their voice to be heard. They could not speak of this. They needed their voices to be heard. So they gave up their chance of walking into a new world and creating one for us. I hope that resonated with you. And like, share, and subscribe right down below. I will catch you on the flip side of the Trail of Tears, Untold Stories. Namaste.